Hey Cole, how you doing, man? So, I want to start with the elbow, and then I'm going to get into some of that lower body work we were doing. Again, your elbow it's capable of so many things right now, but the amount of weight that's in your hand when you're doing said things is going to dictate what position we want the elbow to be in. Very light, 2 or 3 pounds. We found out today that elbow can handle reverse curls, which is one of the hardest things for that tennis elbow to do. So if you can comfortably perform, a dozen or so reverse curls with 2 to 3 pounds, and you're not feeling that spot, and you're feeling more just in the musculature, that's wonderful rehab. That's prepping the forearm for this movement to get bigger and stronger later. That's a good work. Again, that's all I would do for that elbow in that time frame. Maybe maybe in the morning you're doing that one. Evening you come home feeling pretty good. We know that with 5 pounds in your hand, the elbow can handle being straight, holding for extended periods, and then maybe even a little bit of extension work. Again, it's heavier, it's more challenging. We ain't ready for reverse curls yet. I feel mine there. We're not ready for reverse curls yet, but it can hold this action, and it can do a little bit of reps in this action. That's great. If that's tender with the 5 pounds, bend that elbow slightly. Life gets a lot easier. All right. And then we found out today with 8 pounds, it can do the same holds and extensions, but there has to be some bend in that elbow, so that takes pressure off that tendon. So I don't care if you're working it. If you just want to do 8 to 10 pounds and just hold and hold and hold, that'll build strength. If you want to do the 3 pound reverse curls only, that'll build strength. Or I'm just kind of, hey, I want to hit it from all the angles. So again, variety of ways to hit it. So that's a good routine. I'd still stretch it to a degree. I mean, with the finger added, you felt the difference pre and post treatment today. So you still need to give it that kind of mobility and warm up, or else it's gonna stiff it up on you pretty quick. But I'm very happy it's going the right direction. All right, we talked about some mobility. I know we got a lot of things going on here. I still think lower body mobility should be your number one priority. That should be the one thing that does not get skipped based on how busy you are or what's going on in life. You can mix and match the bike rides. You can mix and match, some dumbbell work, some strength work and all that. But lower body movement, it should just happen daily regardless. So kind of showing you how I like to do that. That way we hit every muscle group. We started with calf, straight knee, calf, straight knee. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these, man, so obviously, hey, watch it in slow-mo if you want. Then we did calf, bent knee. Love that for the Achilles area. Calf, bent knee. Again, this can be against a wall, a step, a dumbbell. It does not need to be fancy. Love this lunge position. There's 3 great moves that I usually do off of this lunge. First is forward lunge. Good for my knee, good for my ankle, and I'm getting a little bit of hip flexor here. And while I'm in this position, just never hurts to move. If I kick this back foot out, ooh, now I got a good groin stretch going on. Still got a good knee and ankle going on here, but now my groin's stretched. And then lean back and I can get some hamstring. Stay nice and tall, hamstring stretching. So lunge, side lunge, hamstring, all pretty seamless. All pretty seamless. Go ahead and hit the other side. Lunge, 5 or 10 seconds. Side lunge, 5 or 10 seconds. Nice. And hamstring, 5 or 10 seconds. Again, maybe you do a couple rounds there. That one's big. That one's hitting a lot of groups. And then we went into, again, give yourself maybe something to hang on to. But we went into quad. Again, with that quad, I like pulling that toe way back. That way you get your ankle plantar flexing. You get quad, and then I like adding a little knee bend just for stability and work on my balance a little bit as well. You don't have to, but be my guest. Love that for the knee. Switching sides. Again, good ankle pull, good quad stretch, then some stability. For you, you're already kind of biking and doing some other lifts. It's easy just to kind of mix these and match. You don't have to do these all at once, but they can mix and match pretty good within a given routine. Let's see, we did, one foot behind the other, then a little lean to the side. That's good for the outer hip. There's a lot of other ways to do it, but This is a fine way if you're getting some of that outer hip tightness. Switch legs, same thing. It's traditionally an IT band stretch, but people really only call it that when they have IT band pain. So when you're not painful, it's just a stretch. Boom. And then I love finishing. You can finish with your deep squats and kind of get down there, or you can finish with your hips. Throw your 90 degrees with your hips in there. Boom, hitting both sides. Get that back leg lift in. Love that. So that, and then maybe some squats. That is a 5-minute at most routine that hits ankles, knees, hips all 3 ways. Yep, all 4 ways, excuse me. Out and front, back. Throw some squats in there for dynamic movement. You just can't go wrong. That, done deliberately, done focused to actually go further, is really about all the hip mobility you need right now. And I know you're not looking for like specific therapy moves. This is a little more well-rounded. I would trust doing all of these with, holding some dumbbells. You can do every move we just did. Holding a weight, holding a bar in my back. Boom. They all are progressible. So just because it's mobility now doesn't mean it can't turn into strength later. Love that. All right, play around with your hip mobility, make that the priority, but keep playing around with how you want to balance. I'd love next time we meet, that list we came up today with lower body mobility, upper body mobility, VO2 max, HIIT workouts, stability and hypertrophy, kind of what your priority list is, how you like to space those out. And like I said, the next job is just filling in. Okay, what does Tuesday morning's stability workout entail? What does Wednesday PM's HIIT workout entail? And that way you kind of have some working, I just want you to have a bunch of options with your workouts. You just kind of fill those in as you see fit. That's how I do it. I hope that works well for you. But if not, we're still good on the elbow. We're making progress. You're making progress on the mobility and the hip stretches. If the next step is strength, we can do that. If the next step is cardio, we can talk about that. So again, man, I'm talking too much. I love it. We're doing great. I'll send you the VQ Labs info, or at least just VQ Labs. That's where I'd go. I'm probably going there in 2 weeks. So, all right, man. I think that's all I got. We'll talk soon. Bye.